Alright guys, and we are back with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, and here we are, and it looks like we're about to talk about Dahlia Hawthorne. It was my first court case 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died. You're talking about Terry Falls, right? Terry Falls! You knew about that case? You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Falls conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler. Haha. And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister Valerie Hawthorne to keep her from talking, and then murdered Doug Funny. She committed plenty of crimes. Her sister? Her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Okay. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Okay. Ah, and this is when she entered my life. The woman who tried to kill me. So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out? There's no need. Dahlia isn't connected with this case. It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead. What? Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to be... What? What the hell are you talking about? How did she die? What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? She got the death sentence. Only just discovered this, right? But I never knew about the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Gavel! Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty. Thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. Grrr, Mia Fey! She went Super Saiyan on her. At the time, Dahlia, it's like she was possessed by a demon or something. It's been 6 years since that guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Executed? I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one. But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. She's dead, and once someone is dead, there's no way to revive them unless you got the spiritual power. Okay? There's no way to revive the dead. And I'm gonna guess that Dahlia sent this to her cousin and told her to channel her, and then Dahlia killed Mystic Faye. I don't know why. Or maybe her main target was to try to kill Maya. I don't know. It seems like you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth. And what is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fay, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Karain channeling technique. Did you say Karain channeling technique? Do you know something about it? Of course he knows about it. Oh yes. I know it's connected with the fraudulent spirit medium. Fraudulent? I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. Edgeworth, go to the police records. I don't think it was a fraud. I think he thought he got killed. He got killed by that dude because he couldn't see any. Well, it was the only person in the room at the time, but he didn't know there was someone else outside the elevator that shot him. He didn't know. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know. Of course. How could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case. His dad died. He got shot. His dad thought the dude in the elevator shot him, but I don't think he knew that Von Karma killed him. Edgeworth, you'll understand someday. And then you'll see that the Korean channeling technique is real. It's real! It's real. I guess what I'm gonna have to do is break her psy locks if I can. Iris I'm gonna have to break her psyche locks. She has psyche locks, right? Yeah, the night of the crime. I can't just present the damn profile. I gotta present the Magatama, I guess. Dig it! Dig that! Pow! Pow! The night of the crime. I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at Hazakuri Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be true? Yes, that's where I was. Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too. But I can't, because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. This person was Sister Bikini! Take it! I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course. Her testimony in court today was very clear. That night I was helping an acolyte with her that makes so much sense now. Because they're twins, right? So she could have easily mistaken her for Iris. Or she could have easily mistaken Dahlia for Iris. Yes, we don't need to see these flashbacks, man. We just did this. Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were at the inner temple on the night of the murder. That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. The acolyte's actual training was due to start at 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late. What time was that? Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple. So I would have left around 10:40 p.m. I think. I'm sorry, Iris, but lying doesn't suit you. Why the fuck you lying? Why the fuck you lying? Oh my god. But what you say doesn't add up with this! She says she was already at her room, right? So I think we have to present... No! I do have enough evidence! No! I think I'm supposed to predict... Because she said she didn't leave her room, right? So I have to present her own testimony if we still have it, but... Man, I messed up and clicked the wrong button. I clicked the damn cancel button. Oh my god. Right? Yeah, rang lights out bell at 10 p.m. and then was in her room until the murder was discovered. Take it! You yourself testified to the contrary, didn't you? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Oh! Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. Who's that? Me! Mr. Wright? We even spoke a little that evening. You even gave me this hood. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten. No, that's right. I remember. And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the inner temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the damn bell at the Hazakuri Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apartment. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. I said apartment. There were 2 of you. On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time, which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris. But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only 1 of me. It's impossible. Oh, you're making the same face your sister did several years ago. The way you're trembling seems to suggest otherwise. No? You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than 1 of me? Show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there's more than 1 of me. The evidence. I guess I show Dahlia? The profile? Dahlia Hawthorne showed up on here now. Morgan Faye's daughter. Why does she got red hair? Maybe she dyed her hair. Maybe she dyed her hair. That's why she has red hair. Dahlia! I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps. That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne, a woman I know only too well. I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer... Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Thank you. There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? The second you who was here at the temple on this night of the murder was your twin sister, Dahlia. But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that? Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground for the Karain channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. Oh! Got her. Unlock successful. Trying to lie to me. I'm a damn defense lawyer. I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I've been spotted at the inner temple, I knew it was my sister, Dahlia, the other half of me who passed away last month. Just as I suspected. The Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder, it was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before? So now this leaves the question. Who turned into Dahlia? Was it Elise? Was it Pearls? Was it Maya? Dude. Well, seeing how Miss Donum died, it has to be either Pearls or Maya. Dude. Excuse me? And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do, I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again. You betrayed her? What do you mean? That's why I have to accept that I may be found guilty. It's still the only way. What is she talking about? The traitor? You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain. That was the start of it all. It twisted her entire destiny. Really? She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she just lost her life. Damn. Sad. That is kind of sad, though. She kept committing crimes to cover up her previous crimes. If you think about it, the first crime she committed was to do whatever, but the second crime was to pretty much cover up the other crime, and the third crime was to cover up the other crime. It's all because I betrayed her. How did you betray her? Iris! It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing. What? I got scared, so I ran away. What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father? That's awful. But I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money. Huh? It was revenge on our father. Revenge? And that's why we joined Sir Killia's army. Revenge? I guess maybe I have enough information now to go crack Pearl's. Let's go try to crack Pearl's locks. Inner temple gate. She did it for revenge. Iris. No, Iris, please. What is this? Can't be happening. One of these episodes, I'm just gonna edit that clip in. You guys will then know what I'm talking about. Pearls, we're here. We're here for you. Pearls I was expecting Larry and Pearls to be here. I guess they must have gone to collect firewood. I suppose I'll have to check back later. Really? Damn, dude. I guess I wasn't really done talking with Iris. I think I have to go talk with Iris a little bit more, because we did kind of leave off on a weird note. Main gate. No, I went to the wrong area. Damn it. Move. The suspension bridge. Move. Inner temple. Damn, all this damn moving. Got me hungry and shit. Training hall. Revenge. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. What do you mean by revenge? He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell. Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan Fay. Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The main family had a lot of influence in many businesses and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place, for power. But his plan backfired because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of Karain. That would be Misty Faye, Maya's mother. But before long, the credibility of the Karain tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Misty Faye, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation. She didn't make a mistake. She didn't make a mistake. She did her job. She summoned that guy, okay? She summoned the person, alright? When they seen dude summon, she didn't make a mistake. That was her job. Her job was to summon this dude so he can give his testimony. He was just wrong about who the killer was. She did nothing wrong. After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive and that he had no reason to stay there. And that's when you came here to Hazakuri Temple. Yes. The woman my father took as his next wife had already... The woman my father took as his next wife had already had a daughter, Valerie. Had no place in his new family, you see. Oh, and I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having the master seat stolen from her and being rejected by her own family, I've heard she's been very battered, spiritually and emotionally. I think I'm finally beginning to see how this fits together. I have asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fae clan. That's what it looks like. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me. What is it? During the incident in which your sister Dahlia Hawthorne poisoned a lawyer, she began relations with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him? Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts. Damn! I see. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. Damn! Oh! Hurry up, Phoenix! There's still much to investigate. Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you. I promise. Thank you. I suppose I better continue my investigation, but there's still one thing we don't understand. Not just Pearls, but she says she played a part in Dahlia's plan, but we don't even know what she did. We don't even know what she did. I guess it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter now what happens. I will never give up the fight. It's time to go to the training. Nope, suspension bridge. And then we gotta go to the Heavenly Hall. Heavenly Hall. This episode might turn out to be pretty long. February? No, I probably split it already. I don't even know if I split the part. February 9th, Heavenly Hall. Look at that. They really did make a fire right in front of the shack. Oh, Mr. Nick. Ha! You're too late, Nick. If you came here for one of our potatoes, we've already polished them all off. I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. Alright, so was Pearl the one to get that letter? Maybe Morgan Fay told Pearls to turn into Dahlia Hawthorne that night, but she couldn't do it because she says she lost her spiritual power. So maybe it was someone else. Who the hell was the other? Maya is the only other person that could have turned into Dahlia Hawthorne. The night of the crime. At the dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise's Donum's room reading a book. Correct, yes, I was happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in the inn. You didn't go? No, there was somewhere else I had to go. I was so worried I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. Yeah, she said she had to go somewhere, so yeah. So Pearls never went to Miss Donum's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls. And the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you? The Inner Temple. She had to go to the Inner Temple, dude. Because that's where we found her anyway. Dang it! You weren't here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? And the next question is who or what you were worried about. Maya, right? I'm going to take a guess and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? You mean you know? If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth? Okay. You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is this. For Maya. It's obvious that you were so worried about... what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? Of course. You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course that you recommended. I signed up for the special course. Well, my, quite brave of you. Young people can be so reckless. Oh. Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakuri Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you? Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the Inner Temple. Broke one of the locks. Then we're clear now that she went to the Inner Temple that night. Obviously she did. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the Inner Temple? It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until 10. Until after 10? How did you know what time it was? Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out. You heard the lights out bell? The Hazakuri Temple's bell is pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing. I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible. So you're trying to hear the bell? Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell? Ah, the time! I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about the bell was because of this. I think I showed that damn note, right? The burnt letter! You had to be somewhere at a specific time. You were given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper. What did you in the incinerator at the Inner Temple? Pearls, you were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell. I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing. Oh, God. These instructions that were found in the incinerator. I believe they were written for you, Pearls. For me, I know. As you can see, a large portion has been burnt, but the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. It's Dahlia. Dahlia Hawthorne! It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter. Oh, broke it! It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris whose Sister Bikini met at the Inner Temple that night. It was Dahlia. Man. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was? No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions. I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. Damn. Pearl's family is messed up. Except for... Oh man. Except for Maya. Maya and Mia. Who wrote them? But her closest family is messed up, man. Except for maybe Iris. Whoever it was actually to channel the spirit of someone you never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. Yup, it's gotta be her mom. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow? I bet it was your mom. Morgan Fay, I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you. How did you... I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. No, don't want to hear it. Alright, pros, it's time you started telling me the truth. Damn, she's holding back from me. I don't like this. Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child. What? If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I'd like to see some proof. Oh my god, because I don't think you have any. You say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. Guess I'll have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should do it. Alright, Pearls. You both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right. There's no evidence that proves it was you. I knew it. However, I know that whoever did it was a child. Huh? How do you know that? It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that. A simple mistake? What do you mean, leaving the gate open? No, wait, excuse me. I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you've been given, but you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it. Misunderstood some of the words, huh? Misunderstood some of the words? Let's look at it first of all. First of all, let's go to our evidence and let's read the burnt letter. Because of once night, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is, she's our ally, the whole, here's a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is, how does she get a picture of Dahlia Hawthorne in the joint? Once this is, tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. What? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring out... Oh my god! She must have showed it to, Mystic Maya. Oh my god. Not Mystic Maya, but she must have showed this letter to, Miss Donham. Because she was asking about Gravely, right? And roast. Holy shit! Okay. Okay, Gravely and roast. And you know what? She actually put gravy on top of the Master Scroll. So that's what she probably did, right? She put gravy. Okay, that is it. So she must have shown that letter to Miss Donham. That's why she was asking if she wanted to come to the room and read it with her last night. It was you who splattered gravy on the hanging scroll, wasn't it? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. My nose. My nose. My nose does not know right now. Why would I do something like that? Do you remember what was written in the letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition? But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast among others, right? How did you know? Remember the conversation you had with Miss Donham? Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'm not very good at reading. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me? Miss Elise. So, for example, how do you read this? It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word. My goodness. Sure, Miss Donham taught you how to read gravely and roast, but what she didn't teach you is what they meant. Gravely sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food. And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from the night with the pot roast. To be honest, I didn't think it was a bit strange. I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea. Just a teeny bit. I really am useless. I didn't even manage to burn the letter properly as my mother had asked me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right. Damn. Oh my god! I did go to the inner temple. I apologize for that. Computer freaked out on me. But the pot full of the leftover gravy. The gravy? I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the Master Kurain like I said in the letter. I see, and then? Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area. The guest area? Yes. I thought I could wait there until the training was over. Why didn't you just go to the training hall? Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for it to get through it. And then... Did you fall asleep? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it. Don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris too. It happens. Anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple? Yes. When I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore and there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter into the incinerator, then I heated up the leftover gravy and threw it on the damn thing. Threw it on the scroll. It must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like, Nick. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too. Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry. Lost powers. It was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring. So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit? No. I tried, but I couldn't do it. You couldn't do it? I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. I tried and I tried and I tried. This morning, the whole time, you know what happened? Miss Donum put that five spirit palm on her. That 5 palm seal on her. Miss Donum did the 5 palm seal on Pearls so she couldn't summon anybody. Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh, just like that. So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone? Yes, I don't know what to do. Is there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit? I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though. Maybe someone had already channeled her. Could you please tell me what it is anyway? It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit. Yeah. Someone else? What do you mean? There's only one of each spirit, right? It's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. Then that would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled their spirit before Pearls could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish. Her final wish? Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully. This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it. Is Morgan dead too? My mother has gone to a place called a penitentiary. Oh my god. Yeah, I know, Pearls. I visit her every month. And last month she told me, the time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan. Really? You'll be doing the great thing. Wait. I'll tell you where the letter's hidden. Interesting. My mother is always nice to me. I love her very much. Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right? I don't know about that. She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya is part of the Fae clan, so it had to be good for her, too. I don't know about that. Isn't it, Mr. Nick? I guess so. There was a picture with her letter, too. A picture? Of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time... Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows something about this stuff. Larry's dumb. Larry's as dumb as a brick. There's something else that was strange about the letter. The seal on it was broken as if someone had already opened it. Okay, that sure is strange. Someone had opened it already? Burnt letter updated in the court record. Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out. Alright. So I'm pretty sure Mystic Mire will be alright. What am I supposed to say to her? Ha! Oh, we know where that ha's from. Finally figured it out, huh? Finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully what is that? Oblivious is. Goddamn Godot. The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop. Did they get it open? I wonder if they got it open. A waste of time. Maya Fey isn't coming back. Why? You don't know what you're talking about, bro. It was your job to protect her, Trait. He still hasn't called him right at all. He's never even called him Phoenix or Wright. He's just been calling him Trait. And you were the only one who was by their sides, yo. You were the only one who could have saved them. Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Oh, Godot. The final countdown, dude. Final face-off against Godot. It'll be alright, Pearls. The only way Maya could have survived this, unless she's she channeled the super fat man for body warmth. Alright, let's do it. Uh-oh. You've done so well. It's better that you don't know. I knew this day would come for you. Oh my god, Morgan. Alright, so I guess she got executed.